I had my first drink of alcohol when I was 12, and I don't really know the details of it or what I was doing, but I do know how it felt. Like I heard it described, there's this giant hole in your gut, and it feels like the wind blows right through you, and everybody can see what's inside. And I put alcohol into that, and I was at peace. Everything was good. The constant, everything that had been in my head was quiet, and I didn't have to think about any of that anymore. I used the numbing effects of alcohol for a couple decades. By the time I was in my 30s, I had a bachelor's degree, I had a master's degree, I had a full-time job, I had 2 children, and I thought I was functioning quite well, and so I absolutely could not have been an alcoholic. Where I was at drinking at that point was daily, and this was not having a couple of glasses of wine at night to take away the discomfort of a bad day. This was on work days, trying to make it until 4:30 without tremors starting. Drinking in the car on the way home to go get my children, then picking them up with alcohol in my system, and going home and trying to drink as much as I possibly could without my kids realizing that there was a problem. I wanted oblivion on a daily basis. I looked okay. I had people that were close to me that didn't know, but on the inside I was hollow. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I couldn't look in my own eyes without these horrible, ugly feelings of what I was doing. It was 9:30 in the morning. I was watching church online because that's what I was raised, that good little girls go to church, and I had long past the point that I could come into church without alcohol, but I was still watching it online. So it was 9:30 in the morning, and I had a beer in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. I didn't have any more coffee, and the beer, the only reason I had it is because I found it laying around, and I just realized, like, this is not going to end well. I picked up the phone and I called a treatment facility in the area and said that I needed help, and a couple hours later I was there. And I detoxed there. I was there for 5 days, and they discharged me, and they asked me if I needed, did I need to go to longer treatment? Did I need counseling? Did I need any of these things? And I'd already had counseling. I'd already had psychiatrists. I'd already been coming to church. And I just said, I'm fine. I'm good. I think I got this now. Thanks. So leaving that treatment facility, I stopped by the gas station because in my mind, I just wanted one more drink. I wasn't quite done yet. And I had many more drinks before I ever got home from treatment, from detox. I had many more drinks before that. That started a couple-week binge that, I had to explain absences from work for that week. And, it got to a point where I was told you have to leave. You have to go to inpatient rehab for 3 months, otherwise you can't work here. I'm about 2.5 years sober, a little under that today. Getting help for alcoholism has brought me back into a relationship with God. It's not about how bad I've been and the things I've done. It's about how big God is. The further I get away from the last drink, the more I'm able to let God in. And that's what was missing the entire time. There was a relationship there that was missing that I was searching for. I'm gonna get through it, and I'm gonna get through it sober today, which is something I've never been able to say.